Today's topic is Lysander Spooner. Have you ever heard of him?
Huh?
Well, not only was his name unusual, so were his opinions and his life. Spooner was born January 19th, 1808. Also important to point out here is that old Asa, his father, was an early adopter of Deism, that Enlightenment tradition adhered to by many of the country's founders, including Washington, Jefferson, Madison, Franklin, Paine, and many others. The radicalism that he exhibited throughout his life was not driven by religious zeal, but more by secular outrage against what he perceived as injustice and hypocrisy. He tries his hand at a new and much bolder endeavor. This enterprise was called the American Letter Mail Company, and though it sounds pretty innocuous, it took aim at not just a state regulatory board, but the entire United States Post Office. A series of laws were enacted that shuttered the business by 1851, effectively ending his foray into commerce once and for all. Bloodied but unbowed by his tangles with the regulatory state that he loathed, he turned his attention to the pen. Now, what is Deism? Simply put, Deism is the belief in a higher power that is expressed not through revelation or denominational adherence, but through nature. On all of Spooner's writings, including his first two works, the first one being, quote, The Deus Immortality, an essay on man's accountability for his belief. And then his other one, the Deist reply to the alleged supernatural evidences of creativity, both of which were written while he was still in his 20s. It was this raw belief in natural law that translates neatly into his abhorrence of slavery, as he believed nature was colorblind. This might not seem very radical today, but in the 19th century in which he lived, it remained controversial and hotly contested. He then goes on to remind the reader that the United States was established as a constitutional republic and not as a democracy, which, of course, is so often falsely and erroneously called today.
This concludes the latest episode of Lost and Unfound. Keep watching on YouTube. New episodes drop regularly. Copyright Tom Payne Productions. All rights reserved and preserved.